right now and you are unable to follow the instructions I said this morning, means at the time of death, unlikely you'll be able to generate any motivation. Because your mind is easily distracted. Right? You have to put a lot of effort, right, to stay calm, stay focused on what you're supposed to think on. It is now a short distance from the bus come here, you've forgotten what I tell you to do that. You're walking to the point where you're going to be cremated. At the time of death, I'd like to say 100% you will not be able to generate any motivation. I can be quite assured. It's just that we do parachute jump, right? We're supposed to do every other person, but it's time to do everything so high. You just have to have fear. So now is the time, correct? Stay focused, keep calm. What's supposed to think one day must always keep that thought. At the time of death, what is supposed to think? What is supposed to think? If you're not able to train yourself, even for a short walk here, I can assure that you are not able to generate proper motivation at time. Impossible. The other say it's impossible. So you want to think of that, you have to not get distracted, look forward, like Shantideva said, and then you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You have to, this is the most crucial moment. That's why Rinpoche said that for most Khan, so the liberation cloth becomes very important, it touches your body. So for them, the whole Ganga River is like the liberation cloth that they can do. Also for Buddhism, the source is from Kailash. You touch the Kailash water, it cannot go lower than what. So his Holiness teacher, Tichang Rinpoche said, if you go inside, then you take a dip, correct? Then you can't. I'm not saying you all must take dip. So you all got water, correct? So later give to the boatman, you all scoop the water for you. So you don't go and scoop yourself. No, you fall inside, correct? Not say you all fall inside, like quite difficult to fall inside. But you don't want to fall inside the river. So we generate the proper motivation. I think you must tell the boat 2. Boat 2 can hear me?
We will go together.
You must be together so can hear.
Yeah. Let's go nearby and we'll tide it together.
So this is the inevitable passage of human life. The cause of your death is because you are born. The cause of death is you're born, your birth. Your birth is the cause of death. So when we reach the site there, then I will start to give the teaching. So what you're supposed to think at the time of the death? Then you're supposed to recall the refuge, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Are you able to hear me clearly? Yes. Better wear the thing. Regret, that I should have done this, but I could not done. Then that would be too late already. I recall that moment. Where I spent with him the tea. Then when cancer Rinpoche manifested he got cancer, then before he showed aspect of passing away, then Rinpoche and Lama went to see him. Then he hold Rinpoche's hand very dearly. He said that now you must pray for me. You cannot let me go because I got no other. Then he said, I'm so sorry that you have to firewood, but still be burned. The poor will also get firewood, maybe 2 or 3 pieces only. Maybe not a lot, I know it's not a lot, then get burned. But to the Hindus, to be cremated here is a great honor. So when the day of when you die, that we don't know when. I tell you, we cannot be very sure. Some people who are sick right now are still alive. Some people who are very healthy suddenly, then immortality came. So what we can be very sure is that we will die, but when we don't know. So we must practice the Dharma daily. That's the answer to it. Since the time of death is uncertain, we practice daily. So when you divide the day into morning, afternoon and night, you try to keep it this way. Try to keep it this way, then you practice mindfulness. Without mindfulness, then even you know a lot, you are unable to apply. There are many people who know a lot of things, but at the most crucial moment, they are unable to apply. Then it's not fault of what they have heard the Dharma, it's the fault that they did not able to organize themselves properly. So this is it. One day we might not ended up here, but we ended up in Mandai or whichever form taxi, or if you cremate your body or you bury. So my teacher, Vision Tower, is the best person, the most loving people, is to have their ashes into the sea. No more, the future generation don't need to worry how to settle their bone and everything. Then, the next best is the sky burial. That means feed the bird. Next best, that means you cremate. Next best, there's no next best. This one that means in the cemetery ground, right? But the yogi themselves are very unusual. They practice in the cemetery ground to see impermanent. To see impermanent. When we see impermanent, then the first thought you say, I will be soon like him. I will one day soon become like him. Then I wish that my mind, what is on my state of my mind? That means I'm able to recall back the three jewels, the quality of the Buddha, the quality of the Dharma, the quality of the Sangha, and you recall the quality of your Guru. Then must understand this. So then you say, how to really think, able to recall? You have to practice daily. That's why in the highest yoga tantra, they've got taking the 3 kaya into the meditation. In the 3 kaya, you visualize your own death. So every day we practice. Those who have got 2 or 3 then have to die 2 or 3 times. His Honour say one day I die 8 times because he got 8 major lineages and he is the lineage master. So in the lineage master, there is a requirement to do the long sadhana. So in the long sadhana itself, the most important part of the sadhana in the generation stage is taking the 3 kaya meditation. San Sen Wei Dao Yong. So as we do this, right, then we recall that this journey of ours, some people very short and then they die very young. Some they die old. But you see the mortality rate of most of the people in Singapore, maybe 70 to 80 years old. But you like to think of at the time of death, am I able to have a quality thought? So most of the monks do not pray to live long. They pray that at the time of my death, that means if it's difficult for me to practice, then let me go, it's not the Buddha. Then I wish that I'm not allowed. So Lama Tsongkhapa showed the aspect of 62 years old. 62 years old. I think the most terrible thing is that you meet but you're lazy, you never practice properly. So at the time of death, you regret. That's the most regretful thing. So I will pray for all y'all. So Shakyamuni Buddha taught this particular teaching here on Ganga River. Probably not on the boat, on the bank. So one side story. One day Buddha came across to the side of the river, onto the side of the river. Then there was an Indian yogi there. Then the Indian yogi said, Buddha, you wait, let me show you something. He walked on the water, He walked on the water and he walked back. Wow, then he was like quite proud, I can walk on water. So Buddha did this. Then the boatman come across. He takes 6 seconds, the boatman come across, and then take the boat across. He say, so some of the things we do this life are not the most important thing. You have to think are not the most. You have to be very, very clear what is important. Your mind. Because your mind decides which river you go, and lower realm is a place that you never want to go. You have to meditate seriously that if you go lower realm, you'll not have an opportunity, and whatever you do will only be suffering in the hell, the hungry ghost, the cold hell and the hot hell, then the hungry ghost, and as an animal. Most animals you meet are cats and dogs. Seems like relatively quite good life, but not all cats and dogs are the same life one. Some are very, very different. Now they are. Okay, good. So we good. Okay, good. They can hear. They hear? They can hear. Okay, good. We take refuge. Sangye shonam sogin shonam la chanju bandu dani kapsuji dagi jin soge pe sonam gi dola benje sangye jo barasho Sangye shonam sogin shonam la chanju bandu dani kapsuji dagi jin soge pe sonam gi dola benje sangye jo barasho Sangye shonam sogin shonam la chanju bandu dani kapsuji Dagi jin sogi pe sonam gi jola benje sangge jo barasho 诸佛正法正中尊，一世菩提我皈依，愿你布施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。诸佛正法正中尊，一世菩提我皈依，愿你布施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。诸佛正法正中尊，一世菩提我皈依。愿布施等资粮，我愿力有情，我愿成佛。Here I am enlightened Buddha and the Dharma. Cosmic potential I create by practicing generosity and courage meditation. May I become a Buddha in all things from all their side. And I go from here I am enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and by the cosmic potential I create by practicing generosity and the other courage meditation. May I become a Buddha in all things from all their side. When I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and by the cosmic potential I create by practicing generosity and also the other courage meditation. May I become a Buddha in all things from all their suffering. So there are four Mara. The Mara of the aggregates that produce suffering. The Mara of delusion that will produce suffering. The Parma of death. That means at the time of death, they will destroy your ability to practice. That's why people take this Yamantaka. Yamantaka means destroyer of death. So you can continue a long life, continue a practice. They say all Tantra can bring us to enlightenment one lifetime. In the lower Tantra, action Tantra itself, because there are certain practice you do that can prolong your life for a very, very long period of time. So in that life, you'll meet Ayurveda Tantra and continue your practice. So the Mara of death is something that will destroy you. At the time of death, there will be fear. There will definitely be fear. There will definitely be distraction. Like the sound like this right now. It's very difficult to focus. If you don't have a earpiece, you don't try to take out. You almost can't hear the Dharma. You can't even hear your own what you think. You can't. Because your earth element is going down. It's like almost the sound of a raging waterfall coming down. And you're below the waterfall. All you hear is a crashing sound of the earth element, like earthquake. So it's something your whole mind hear the thing. For average people, no way. You can't be able to recall back the thing. So to be able to recall, so the Jing to the break, Namo, so they very, so 助念, right? So before you die, so they keep on thinking or saying this mantra. So at the time of death, they think of Buddha, and then they take their last breath. Even if things happen, because they got the thought of Namo, and that happened. But those people we practice by our meditation. So at the time of death, then we can recall what? We can recall the quality of the Buddha, his infinite compassion and his kindness. And it shows the Four Noble Truths, the truth of cessation, truth of suffering, true cause, true cessation, true path. It's so that all of us will definitely reach this day one day. So at the time of death, what they recall, first thing they recall is take refuge. First thing they recall is take refuge. Then be it in English or Chinese, but main thing is the mind that understands the meaning behind. When you understand the meaning behind, that's where your refuge is more powerful than trying to sound. You can have a lot of fear and worry and then sometimes before you hear before but you don't practice every day, then they are fortunate enough, they say their friend should let their friend lying going to die one recite Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya 3 times. And is it must only say 3 times? No, you can continue to say for a few more times. Then you say Om Mani Padme Hum or Shakyamuni Buddha Mantra, and then ease them. So now is not the time you cry, you shake his body, whatever thing. It's not useful. If you're able to, the person got karma, right, to be next to somebody, so you should not take the leg and shake the leg. Because when the consciousness leaves the leg, then go to a lower level, you should not touch the body. You should not touch your body, no, you cry. Because you cry, you bring about an attachment for the dying person to feel attached again. No, what you want is to feel, I'm okay, I'm good to, I accepted the death, I want to generate the proper mind. So the best mind to have is the foundation is refuge. On the basis of refuge, compassion, bodhicitta. So when they're able to generate this mind, then count mantra. Say Om Mani Padme Hum or Namo Ami Bo. So at the time of death, you recite as slow as possible. As slow as possible. That will create the strongest impact. The strongest impact in the person hearing. So when you die, right, when someone dies, the earth dissolves to the water. Oh, there will be the dissolution of seeing a mirage. Then the water element is the fire. You see something like blue smoke. And the fire element dissolves into the fire element dissolves in the air. You see something like firefly spark. And the air element dissolves into the subtle consciousness. You see like the glow, a candlelight glowing and glowing, getting dimmer and dimmer, and finally off. Then this is the 4 element. During this 4 element itself, those who practice higher Yoga Tantra, especially a completion stage, will be able to bring about those experience right now to their own, to using the yoga of concentration. But right now, if we are unable, we can only imagine. But this will happen. This will happen. And then all the drops of the parents, the white, the red drop, you see a whitish appearance, a red color appearance, and a dark appearance where these two merge. And the next moment you fall unconscious, and then the clear light mind will manifest. So this clear light mind is also called Rigpa. It's also called primordial awareness. This is the fundamental basis. It has never been tainted. So this is the Buddha nature, we call it. So it's with us right now because we will die and we will unravel the thing, but we cannot recognize this mind because we did not practice yoga to recognize how it look like. So to practice right now, in the beginning we imagine at a certain point this happened to us. This will happen to us. So those like Rinpoche meditated 3 days in Tukdam, then he saw the clear light mind, and then very quickly he say, no, I don't want to stay too long, I want to come back, take rebirth, and then come back again. So the minimum, so they said the minimum period, even for ordinary people who did not practice, can stay in the clear light mind for 3 days. 3 days. So how we know the meditation or become a thing? The consciousness that all the wind will gather here. So how we know the person like not breathing but consciousness here? If you press the body, then the body will bounce back out. So that means it's still fresh. But if you press the body, you start to feel that the body stay, you press the right, then got indentation stay there, that means consciousness left. Then you can see another sign is the drop from here. Or some liquid from the sexual organ, they discharge out. So you see from here, the blood coming out, right? You know that the consciousness left the body. So at the time of death, so those who are cover first. The only way at the time of death cover, they got the liberation sutra put on the head. And this person cannot go anywhere except a good rebirth already. Cannot go by the power of the holy object. But if the person can only think of the Mahabodhi Stupa, they can think of one mantra, they can think of best their guru, they cannot go lower realm anymore. So this process will happen. So if you practice every day this process, at the time of death, it will be very easy because you just did this morning. Oh, it's afternoon you die, just this morning I can't remember how to think, what to look out for. So when you die, then not so much an issue, you just change body only. So in Tantra got all the yoga for doing this. But for the yoga to work, they must have the foundation of a perfect human rebirth, meeting to the guru. So once you meet the guru, you must practice devotion to the guru or the important inaction. Think of his quality and then think of how to make offering to him through the practice of making offering to him by giving him things, serving him, and the last thing, offering your showing that I'm able to die in full control. What you want at the time of death is to be in full control. So in the Tamdo itself, or the Baldo itself, the Tibetan book of the in-between, right now it's called the in-between of birth, our this life, present life. We wake up in the morning and the night time, so there's always an event, beginning, end, beginning, end, beginning, end. There's the beginning of the boat ride, there's the end, later on the end of the boat ride. We are always in between. We are always in between. So one of the most important in between is that the moment of death, the Baldo of death. Then because the Baldo of death is did correctly, then the Baldo of your next rebirth. Because at the time, so the moment very crucial is at the time of death what you think. So in the Baldo, most of us got no control whatsoever able to do. We are forced by our own karmic perception, our karmic imprint to throw us in whatever rebirth. That's why in Tantra itself, when someone is in the 49 days, anything more than 49 days, no, you will be dead. Every 7 days there will be a small death. Your Baldo being, you show the dissolution from the black, red, white, then you see the smoke, you see the particular spark, you see the smoke, the spark, the smoke, and the mirage. You will just see. And then, if you cannot find your next rebirth, so within the 49 days, if someone, we do puja for them, like the 49 days, we do puja for them. So in Tibet, they got this ritual of saying the Great Liberation Sutra every day for 49 days. Then this person is a very fortunate thing because it's relatively quite difficult, you know. In Singapore, I never see, because we only got English, we can call them monk, but usually what they do Lama Chopa, Guru Yoga, and they do a Jangchok. Jangchok means a prayer for deceased, and they do a ritual, means if they want to make the bone into a sasa or everything, they must do that ritual. So within the 49 days, if we do ritual for the deceased, then definitely this person will be pushed and get a good rebirth. Even saying some mantra, Om, Namo, Unisha, Bimale, Humpe 7 times, and you think of the person, then even the monks broke all his 4 root vow, go down in the hell big. Then even if you save him this mantra, he will be immediately reborn as a human again. So it's something very, 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 very rare. So to help people, I think if you only want one mantra, then Om Mani Padme Hum. You only want one, then Om Mani Padme Hum. Then we want to do many, many different mantra, then Om Pema Nisha Pema Lompe is one of them. So maybe his husband, right, was a commando. So when the thing happened, right, his husband showed us, said, Sifu, 这一次好像真的. So what was very fortunate, I didn't know how powerful the Tangzhou, because I know it's very, very unique. So when he passed, his Tangzhou was on his body. That was the first Tangzhou in Singapore. So it was on him. So he got married. So where is he now? Good rebirth, that's for sure. But he still miss him like mad lah. Birthday that time or everything, but still miss. Where got don't miss one? Don't miss, still miss one. It's only how you. 就是很无奈咯. But you must understand. Okay, all of us will go this road. He's actually fortunate enough to have the thing. That's very, very amazing. watch sunrise. So they went back already. You don't see not many river. So those people. Oh, this is a prayer for Shiva. Okay, see all these birds, right? What this bird eat? They eat the cocks. They eat the cock. But they probably feed on some of the body here. Okay, I read the thing that you are reading. And they are running how to processing the needs about the Buddha. In the English language, they are running how processing the needs of all the Buddha. Homage to all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas. Thus I heard the Bhagavan was joining together with the four worthy brothers on the shore of the Ganga River. At the time the Bhagavan spoke time to the four great say that we have even achieved the stage of the highest God, and we also went to the lower realm for many countless times. Not one time, but many times. But look at where we are right now. We have not achieved any benefit from all this good rebirth. Obviously, the bad rebirth is only pure suffering. And although at present you attain the freedom fortune so difficult to find, always now they have been finished with lost, empty, and without meaning. And now if you care about yourself, the time has come to practice the essence of future life happiness, virtuous action. You appear so capable, smart and clever, but you fool, while you cling on to the childlike appearance of this life, suddenly you are overwhelmed by the fearful lot of death. So when you're not overwhelmed by the fearful lot of death, you recite the earlier prayer, the Dalai Protect all the limb. So this prayer was says that at the time of death you will not have fear. So if I read that one, then you know you will have no fear at the time of the death. And without hope or means to endure, there's nothing you can do that's going to happen to you. Because they think I'm not going to die for some time, not going to die for some time. We're distracted by the never ending of the activity of this life. That means work, family, children, education, whatever. Then suddenly the fearful Lord there arrives, he says now it's time to die, it's going to happen to you. Although you make arrangements saying tomorrow and tomorrow, just then suddenly at the goal it's going to happen to you. And without choice, you leave behind disarray. Your leftover food, left drink, food and drink, you have to depart, this is going to happen to you. There's no time other than today to spread your feelings and go off the ship. And upon your last day, fall like old day, other than going to take your release of life and tuck your clothes and blanket, it's going to happen to you. Even you completely wrap your body in the last under outer clothes, there's still no freedom to wear it just as today. Then the body becomes rigid as stone, earth and soul. You may all the first time your own thought, this is going to happen to you. Though you struggle to speak your last word, your way and expression of sorrow. If you feel your tongues are dry up and you can't feel yourself, it's going to happen to you. Even to other food, your final food, only substance and ready, which is just a possibility of harm. You are able to see the it's going to happen. If you're overwhelmed by thought process, it's going to happen to you. You're surrounded by the presence of those that are giving you heart, friends, and no fear to your heart. Even though they are loving and distracted, everyone together, while crying and singing this day, you have to separate forever. It's going to happen to you. When you experience mountain illumination and turbulence of waves, then you are overcome by the unbearable pushifying pain. Beautiful they mean, there's nothing to be done. The appearance in this life are setting for your son. This is going to happen to you. Through the unbearable compassion of Lama and Bajapan, think in your ear for critical conditions that you are right. Even though the people and living time, it's no hope is unthinkable. It is going to happen to you. With the expelling dropping so far at the time of death, the movement of your rapid faster and faster, they're big like a string of bunny. At the end of their life, there's nothing to show. It's going to happen to you. There will come a time when you carry your spirit and long bloody body. It's called hot, disgusting and rotten. At the time when your body come back, even raw bleeding and mental, you lay on bed, it's going to happen to you. When you come a time when your body come back, even torn, you chop the pieces from the bone, you slash it torn. A time when your body comes stand, even flesh and leaves, divided by birds and dogs, until nothing is left, it's going to happen to you. Though you're going so much doing purple, in wrapping your body in the finest of clothes, there come a time when your body is wrapped in a burning house, and body will come back, even to fire or glowing saints, and to burn in the midst of flaring congregation, it is going to happen to you. When you come a time entering a roaring wind, all your flesh and bone numbered, and reduce your power, and a time when your body will come back, even maybe to a scratch tight in the hole in the ground, it's going to happen to you. And you come a time announcing the deceased, himself on the top, and the beginning, end on the street, it's going to happen to you. And there come a time when the alien face is sobbing sound of your affectionate close companion and circle of servant, it's going to happen to you. There will come a time of dividing your clothes, hands, possession and life thought, and nothing left in the four direction and corner. There will come a time you totally depend alone, you reach the passage in the intermediate stage, then it's going to happen to you. So intermediate stage is the place we call Baldo, in between. That means where you take next birth, where you go. So those people who are going to go to take the lower river one, that means they walk like upside down. That means their head is on the ground. Those have a good river one will see light. Those who take a lower river will see blackish image, grey color image. The terror of the four enemies descending upon you is going to come. The appearance of the trap under a mountain of black rocks and burning appearance evident what to the appearance of. So this one is the earth element dissolving. So Papoka Road inside here is like a mountain of black rock. Then all the rocks keep piling out. You feel great amount now. The appearance that on the surface of a vast sea, as water element, significantly over by sinking down or flaring from the fire element. The fearful and balance swept away by a swirling dark wind of beyond wonderment. So this is talking about the four great elements. And what he described here are very fearful scenes. But it's just a manifestation of your very gross, untamed energy of your body. The earth element, the water element, the fire element, and the air element. So because it's untamed, we see unpeaceful side. When it's tamed, then we see the pure energy of all the different Buddha, the five Vyani Buddha, Akshobha Buddha, Vairocana Buddha, Ratna Sambhava Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, and the last Amoghasiddhi Buddha. So these are very, very strong reliance on the Buddha, refuge in the Buddha, the tree doer. So to guide them, So the most fortunate one, they think of their only one thing, just think of Guru. So when Malapepa, right, so I think he prayed to his Guru Maupa. So all become wonderful, most wonderful. Holy precept of the Lama, kind father. So the last paragraph of the teacher, holy precept of the Lama. Holy precept of the Lama, kind father. You recall the instruction of a Guru. What your Guru tell you to do. He said generate bodhicitta. Take refuge, and the basis of refuge, generate bodhicitta. It's amazing. Heart of the authoritative scripture of the victorious Losang. Losang means Lama Tsongkhapa. Practice of the pure path of complete sutra and tantra. It's time to place real experience upon the mind stream. What is real experience on the mind stream? This meditation, calm abiding. That means your mind not distracted one. Who is faster? Yama, the Lord of the Death, or you in the practice of realizing the essence of eternal dream, the welfare of both yourself and as much as you can each day. Unifying the three laws of your body, speech and mind, and put the whole effort into your practice. So you say the last paragraph, he urges us again, Papoka urges us to recall about the particular death inside our mind. So when you think of this death, right, it's supposed to say, because at the time of death only Dharma helps, so you must practice the Dharma. Because this time of death is uncertain, then you practice it right now. And then since the time of death, Dharma will be there, so you practice it purely. So you practice the Dharma, practice it right now, practice it purely. Okay, we do a short mantra. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of a Guru Buddha, that I be able to liberate all sentient beings from all their suffering. May the precious body mind upon arise and grow, may have born a loving life, but forever long. So, Shara, we have prepared this like one this one, correct? So later the boat will separate. Then probably need to light this one. Light. So after you light, then you can make a prayer. So this one is like make offering, whatever you wish come true. So you say never at the time of death, let me be able to recall the tree doer, recall my Guru, make this prayer. I think it was very important because here is a connection point between this life, next life, or the Hindu. But my teacher, the connection point between this life, next life, your breath. Why you stop breathing, let's connect to the